These tacit discords. Why aren't they attacking?
Harbinger, open the gates of paradise for us.
You'd better leave. This place isn't leading to any salvation. Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
That woman.
Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
It worked. But... who are you? And what did you do to Cardathea?
Now is not the time for stories. But I'll tell you this. I'm here to kill the Harbinger of the Dark Tide. To stop a greater calamity.
I can't hear her voice anymore. Time to leave this place.
These Tidespawn, they've evolved fast. Mutation? Or... And sure enough.
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities are not normal.
All this by her hand.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your faith in appearances. That is what they really are.
The Dark Tide can corrupt, and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace. Only the righteous may taste eternity. Wickedness shall be purged by the blade, and those who consort with calamity shall fall. GALBRENA, demon wrought from ruin, you are not welcome here.
Enrico? Why would he be here?
You have slaughtered my flock and ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into damnation myself before your carnage spreads any further. You should be howling in the Styx's depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire, forever.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine, only desecration and scorn. Demon, your sins are ripe for judgment. By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
She could have dodged that. But she took the hit to shield the civilian. And Fenrico. He knew innocents were here, but didn't hold back at all.
Righteous one, I come to cleanse Rinascita of a traitorous demon and avenge the blood debts of my people. Why raise your blade against me? Rinascita teeters on the edge of collapse. Now, more than ever, we must uphold the tenets of unity and salvation. The path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the authority bestowed upon me, I will open the gates to the divine paradise.
Unless you're not Fenrico at all. Who are you? What do you want?
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must pay for blood. The path born of injustice must be fortified with further transgressions. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. When all hope seems lost, we are the beginning and the end. The absolution and the grace. Hand over the civilization capsule.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all. Lost your patience, have you?
Death is the fruit of transgression. To resist it is to defy the will of the divinity.
You and your divinity cannot end me! And these dark tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
I am the Enlightened One, anointed by the divinity and crowned by fate itself.
So you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
Mocked by fate, whispering poison, a demon reviled by all. You wield the Dark Tide's power, yet you dare judge me?
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, how about we try this? The envoys declare the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge. By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Looks like the judgment is clear. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
Ovidius, you have received the blessing of my master. Serve your true divinity.
I shall never back down! Rover, now!
The true faithful believed in Imperator. So too did Imperator believe in humanity.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions. Now, tell me what I need to know.
If I told you I acted to save Cartethia, would you believe me? This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us. This is for you.
Righteous One, trust her, and trust me. Everything we've done is to defeat Leviathan.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartethia is dead, but she may still return. For that to happen, we need to kill Leviathan.
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she absorb it when they merged?
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure you've seen it. That gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinasita. Use it to bring back Leviathan.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Thenodian. How long has this been going on?
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Cartethia may have been scripted. A setup to give Leviathan a shot at slipping the Sentinel.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer? I can't imagine Cartethia keeping something that important from me.
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. As for the rest... The next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst-case scenario. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't, the Dark Tide can overwhelm Raguna again at any moment.
You're saying this Harbinger is behind all the Dark Tide creations we're seeing?
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinasita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as anchors, pulling horror into form and speeding the Tidespawn. If the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near, those things evolve. They feed off the Harbinger's thoughts and memories to become more real. Some even start to look human. You've noticed it. The Tidespawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means... Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one shares slivers of thought and memory. I kill them, and I take what they know. They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule. So, I followed you. Tracked your movements. Figured if I stayed close, sooner or later I'd find the Tidespawn's core. Maybe even the Harbinger. The capsule only unlocks with both the Sentinel and Trinodian's power. And it opened the moment you and that gladiator touched it. So...
You think it's Avidius. But you carry the Dark Tide's power too.
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago. And this power, it's mine. Who I turn it against is my choice. You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon. When calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade. Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking about. Loud, messy, unforgettable. The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time for talking is over. Leviathan's power is spreading and this space is about to collapse. We need to find a way out.
Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble. It hasn't been long since you disappeared into the rift. Once that thing masquerading as Fenrico was slain, the other Tidespawn didn't last.
That was the last one. With the family's private Echo arsenal backing us up, we held the line just fine.
Surely you didn't think we'd fall apart without you? We Raganese are made of sterner stuff than that. We handled those creatures just fine.
This Phalian Beringal. When the core was destroyed, the other Tidespawn lost their form. For now, the vault is secure. At least, until the next wave spawns. I'd set up order terminals around the perimeter, though. They'll detect humanoid mimics and prevent new Tidespawn from forming here.
Might I ask?
Where's that gladiator from Septimont?
Seravidius made it out of the rift before you. But he didn't look great. Kept muttering about needing to stop the crisis. Then off he went, like a man on fire.
Give me your hand. I left a mark on Avidius during our fight earlier. With Baelor's power, I can tap into his sight. We'll find his trail.
I must move quickly.
Silence, you maddening whispers!
No. I'll be damned before I accept a fate like that. There must be something left I can still do. I won't let the same tragedy happen twice.
He's headed for Thessalio Fells.
We've lost contact with Cantarella. The beacon on her end appears to have been destroyed.
Dark clouds are gathering over Thessalio Fells. Something is definitely wrong.
Very well, we'll hold the line. Zani, call in the family's transport echoes. We'll assist Rover where we can.
Don't complicate things. Put those echoes towards supply runs instead. Stay close. We're taking the sky route.
It's too late, my lady. My mind can't be fixed. Save your potions for those who still have hope. I only beg. Don't let me die a monster! Don't let me become Leviathan's puppet! I see it! The end times! Paradise! Descending at last!
Rover. She is. Why are you with her?
The Physalia bloodline's ties with Leviathan run too deep. Their ancient fears were the first to be awakened. This is the true horror of the evolved dark tide. It feeds on human despair, warping that frequency to form tidespawn. Your family's antidote can still cure those lightly infected. But for those whose corruption runs deep, like him, their frequencies cannot be reversed. All we can offer is the dignity of dying as a human.
My lady, don't let me burden those who still have hope.
Matriarch of Physalia, I understand the cruelty of such a choice. If you cannot strike the final blow, allow me.
Physalia blood must be ended by Physalia hands.
Thank you. May glory return to the Physalians.
The dead rest. The living march forward. The Physalia will never forget its fallen sons and daughters. Cartathea remains secure in the Physalia estate. But the divinity's statue began whispering in our minds. Then came the Tidespawn soon after. It was Leviathan's voice. Something has awakened it.
It's very likely, Avidius. Right now, everything is riding on us finding him.
That Septimontian gladiator. Our scouts saw him advancing into the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Lady Cantarella! Rover! Reinforcements have arrived! Thessalio Fells. It's already... Attention! Deploy all acolytes to set up temporary resonance beacons. Scattering the light of Genesis will hold back the Tidespawn.
Acolyte Phoebe! A cluster of Tidespawn is marching towards the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Rover, Avidius is our mission.
I'll use my forte to defuse the family's antidote. It should help to mitigate the Dark Tide's influence.
We'll triage the wounded and fortify this position. The Order's acolytes will clear a path for you. Please, you have to stop this.
Whether the Sentinel comes or not, we are their will made flesh. We protect Rinasita.
O light of Genesis, shield us! As we were at the dawn, so we stand today, as the Sentinel's soldiers.
It's you. Forgive me that you have to see me like this. When the civilization capsule opened, I was dragged inside. A black frequency took hold of me, swallowed me whole. I saw Rinasita's beginnings and the memories of so many of its people. I saw him too. Caligula. His face was like mine. He was my past and the future I am meant to inherit.
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to force those memories into him.
Yes, I once said that I would write my own story, define my own existence. But after I left that space, I suddenly felt the Tidespawn's movements. They were converging on Thessalia Fells. I still wanted to do something, anything to stop the devastation. But once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke ahead of time because of me. Countless Tidespawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but I overestimated myself and was corrupted by them. My hopes and dreams, all of it was real, so why? Why did it all come to this? From Septimont to Raguna, the blame lies with me. Perhaps this is the fate I could never outrun. Caligula's fate. It's calling to me.
Damn it. His mind is being consumed by Caligula's memories.
This is the role fate wrote for me. Fate decrees I become the Mad King. So why? Why should I reject its crown? I am the one who glimpsed fate itself. And now, I will reveal it to the world. But who can truly know the mind of fate? That is why I will become it. I will wear its face. That foolish divine mask no mortal can comprehend. I am the king, bearer of extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides. I shall quiet the waters and still the tempest. I shall be crowned in glory with the blood of the old king.
Phidias, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
Fate lies within the dark tide. No one escapes the melting pasts. Wield the dark tide's power, and it will consume you in turn. Come back to us.
I am nothing like you.
How do you plan to resist us?
There must be a way. Girl, was she devoured by the tide too? Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
I know. The dark tide devours everything.
amulets, everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it. It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. If this power doesn't want to listen to me, then I'll show it who's the real boss. Fate may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
A memory left behind in the dark time. She's right. In this war against fate, I still have a move to make. I want it to be a story that gives people hope. By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil. I will absorb all of the Tidespawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Avidius!
There's no time! Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the Tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That too is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments, he outran his fate. Now, why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage. A truly moving scene. A pitiful, doomed soul struggling to reclaim his fate in the final hour. Alas, his script was written long ago. In this scene, he was always fated to exit. A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Weave memory, history, experience, and you can craft a man who exists in the minds of others. But to become truly real, that path was still far off. I merely gave him form, a mask of flesh and blood, fit to walk the world. In the end, the breath that could give him life was his alone. Oh, a being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world that offers none. Such a pursuit demands the courage to question the meaning of one's existence, yes. It demands pain. Did you not see? I did. His intentions, his ambitions, his darkness, his weakness. To lay a soul bare is not always an act of cruelty. Humanity is fate's plaything. I simply showed them the strings. I lit the fire, the hunger that might ignite their free will. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Tragedy breeds transcendence. Only then may a soul rise beyond itself and touch the gates of immortality. Should you still insist on my cruelty, well, high praise indeed. At the very least, it proves this story has stirred your pity and fervor. That alone earns you the right to read through to the final act. Go then, to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Renacita's fate, with the dark tide as my ink. Will you suffer in silence beneath fate's poisoned arrows? Or rise to defy this world's endless trials? I, too, await your final answer.
You brought ruin to Renacita. You think you're just walking away?
My stage lies elsewhere. In this scene, I am but a herald. But since you're so eager, I'll leave you with one final clue. I've never had much fondness for overwrought dramatic irony. The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodians' authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the dark tide ever serve as its anchor of reality? Be forewarned, when dark waters recede, the truth beneath the surface shall come to light.
The harbinger of the dark tide is the anchor of reality of all tidespawn. That means it must be a real existing person. When I was absorbing the tidespawn, I felt it. Avidius was also born of the dark tide.
Then, why didn't the light of Imperator reveal his true form?
Because his intentions and words were real. He may not have shone as brightly as the sun, but in walking beneath its light, he still caught its glow. And that unshakable resolve not to become a pawn of the darkness, even unto death, that created his own truth. That's why he played right into the Quill-Bearer's hands. A scapegoat, the perfect sacrifice to bury the truth. All his noble wishes were twisted. Such cruel irony can rot for all I care.
Vidius shouldn't have had to bear such a fate. I will carry on his fight. I'll keep writing the story he believed in. A story that gives people hope.
Yes. As he wished. We must stop the greater tragedy that's coming. Let's return to Cantarella and check on the wounded. If Vidius wasn't the Harbinger, that means we missed something.
I'm so scared. Oh, it's you! The great hero, Rover! Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just like the heroes in the adventure tales. Brave and determined. But you can't save everyone.
Don't go. Don't leave. Don't abandon us.
Cartathea?
Mortals need salvation. Mortals need unity. Righteous One, open the Ascendant gates for me.
This world doesn't belong to you, Leviathan. Chimera! How are you feeling, Rover?
Stand down. I said, stand down. Fall back.
But, Lady Cantarella, we all saw it! Just now!
Enough. I told you to stand down. You've withstood the whispers before. Will you forget your loyalty to your comrades in the face of fear?
I'm sorry, Lady Cantarella and Rover. We lost our composure.
Leviathan is a master at finding the cracks in one's spirit to tear it asunder. Go do what you must. I'll handle this.
Certain emotions between you and the others resonated. Your tacit mark opened a portal, pulling you into another illusion. That portal fed on your presence to spread malice and fear. But before it could fully take shape, I broke into your illusion and shut it down.
I saw Fenrico, Mia, and Cardathia. They all passed through that gate. What exactly lies beyond it?
That's the realm Leviathan created. The journeying paradise. Avidius was Cristoforo's decoy. He planted that decoy in Septimont for years. When the waters recede, the truth shall come to light. Rover, you are the new harbinger of the Dark Tide.
This is the family antidote, made to suppress Leviathan's spiritual corruption. Take it now. As long as we can identify the problem, there's a way to fight back. You carry the Sentinel's power within you. That's keeping the corruption at bay for now. What's left are the hallucinations and whispers. I've learned about Leviathan's current state from GALBRENA. The Thessalians have resisted the Threnodian for a century. Its whispers aren't undefeatable. We will defeat it.
Leviathan needs a harbinger with enough influence to spread its gospel. You're the laureate of Raguna and the hero of heroes in Septimont. That's more than enough to be its first choice. Your path overlaps with Avidius. The Tidespawn are shaped by the harbinger's thoughts and memories. Neither the Thundering Mephis nor the Phalian Beringal are native to Rinasita. So...
You once said the Harbinger had to be corrupted by the Dark Tide. But I still don't show any signs of corruption.
I suspect the one corrupted might not be you.
The Dark Tide, huh? I ate some back at the hunting grounds. It tasted kind of funky. It made me super sleepy. Ever since then, I've been having the weirdest nightmares.
Abby does carry the Dark Tide's frequency.
Abby must have absorbed many other frequencies. So while the Dark Tide's frequency lay in wait, it was masked by the others. It makes sense. You two share life and energy. As the primary in this bond, your frequency has been overriding Abby's. Leviathan planned for this.
Rover? Did I do something wrong?
We made a call when it mattered. I asked you to absorb the Dark Tide. We couldn't have known what it would become. You didn't do anything wrong.
I see. Well, I can go hungry, if I have to. But you better not get hurt.
The real threat is Leviathan. If we want to end this for good, we kill it and destroy its paradise.
From what I know, Leviathan manifests its kingdom by flooding Rinasita with the Dark Tide. That's how it turns the real world into the journeying paradise. But we've already secured Raguna and Septimont. The Fabricatorium and the hunting grounds are both stabilized. So why is this paradise still there?
Everything you've done has slowed down or maybe even sealed off some of its pathways. That's why Leviathan is resorting to its final plan. This so-called divinity is more devious than humanity realizes. The paradise you saw is not of this world. It stands within the dark tide. Matriarch of Physalia, you have guarded this truth for over a century. Now, we need your insight.
I couldn't see the truth until the Threnodians' whispers finally quieted. Only then did those ancient records, once twisted beyond recognition, begin to make sense again. Leviathan was born from the shadows in our hearts, from our longing to connect and belong. It took the shape of a sea creature, because nothing frightens us more than the deep. It used faith to spread a spiritual plague. All the while, it has been feeding on our pains, fear, despair, sorrow. Our ancestors believed Leviathan survived by absorbing these emotions. Little by little, it burrowed into Renacita's collective unconscious. They said the dark tide is that subconscious made real, an ocean of shared trauma. That's why they called Leviathan the Master of the Deep.
I heard them. All those voices in the dark tide. And before I touched the gate, I felt it. Fear. Sorrow. Like it was pouring out of the people.
The stronger the conflict, the deeper the emotion it stirs. That's what shapes our memories and subconscious. That's why the playwright kept forcing Renacita into conflict. Every tragedy, every struggle, it wasn't random. It was all to keep feeding Leviathan. The end times are drawing near. The Ragonesi cling to hopes of a blissful afterlife. Septimontians have long believed in another world that begins after death. Leviathan may have drawn from these subconscious beliefs, aligning with those desires to fabricate a false future and afterlife within the dark tide. The illusion of the journeying paradise.
If that's true, once the people's belief in the end times reaches its zenith, their consciousness will align entirely with Leviathan's vision, like Gilberto, and the others who were fully corrupted.
Its power of assimilation will grow stronger, until the line between imagination and reality vanishes. The journeying paradise will descend upon the world just as before. When it does, every soul in Renacita will be unified under its control. No thoughts, no will, just blind devotion. No different from the Tidespawn. You saw it in the illusion. It cast aside the Sentinel's form and took on Cartetia's. That means the first step in her plan is complete. Leviathan is still watching the real world. Because of the mark of the dark tide, it can read your thoughts. So for now, we can't share the full plan with you. But you must have sensed it by now. Your connection with Renacita runs deeper than I, or even you, ever imagined. You're not just the harbinger of despair. You've become a vessel of Renacita's hope. So go. Gather every last flicker of it. This is a hunt, yes. But it's also more than that. It's a war of spirit. Of light against shadow. Hope against despair. To take Leviathan down, our belief has to be unshakable. If there's doubt in your heart, then stop. A new path won't reveal itself, unless you're ready to walk it. For now, the dark tide in Raguna is under control. And I think I figured out what it plans to do next. Before the bells of Paradise ring, I'll buy you time. When you're ready, head to Septimont. Just like the playwright said, when the moment comes, everything, fiction and reality, past and future, will converge there.
What is that in the center? An opening. Something inside is sending them frequencies to recover. The tide spawn is still hiding in there, ready to strike again. Damn it! There's no end to this.
We won't last much longer at this rate.
The entrance is open. Now's the time.
What are you doing?
What I always planned to do. Hunt the Trenodian. The moment I jump into the dark tide, the tide spawn will retreat to defend. That's when you seal the anti-corrosion ward. Trap them in one stroke.
Jump into the dark tide? Are you out of your mind?
More precisely, into the journeying paradise. This suffocating despair you see. It's a gateway, and Leviathan's sanctuary.
You're saying Leviathan built the paradise inside the dark tide?
That grand city you glimpsed within it, it wasn't a hallucination. It was real. Paradise's first form. Everything it plotted fell apart. With no other choice, it began spreading the gospel of its paradise by force. And that gives us a chance to kill it. Right now, it's trying to break the Earthrend Wedge's seal and drown all of Rinasita in the dark tide. But that's not its true goal. It feeds on our terror, on despairing frequencies. That's what fuels its rebirth and its paradise. We must strike at the root, kill Leviathan, tear down the paradise it's built. If not, it will descend upon Rinasita, just as it did here, at the Three Heroes' Crest.
The paradise won't fall unless we can reach it. How exactly do we do that?
The living can only enter the journeying paradise once they've been corrupted by the dark tide. Even then, one of you must go in first to open the way for the rest. Inside, there's a spatial anomaly. Whoever goes first must use the Sentinel's power to break through it, then find a waystone to create a connection for the others to follow. Augusta, you buried the waystone yourself, but it's been corrupted. Only the Sentinel's power can purify it. Take it. Leviathan's eye is still on this place, so I'll say no more. I trust you'll understand what's left unsaid. Once I'm inside, I'll draw its attention. That'll buy you enough time to prepare. Good. All locked and loaded. Now, if you'll excuse me, someone's got to teach the Dark Tide some manners.
Huh? No! Hold on now!
And you, Rover. If your resolve is true, be ready. When the time comes, I'll guide you to paradise. See you all in hell.
inside the ward's perimeter. Augusta!
Now activate the anchor obelisks!
Did it. But what good is that? She just rattles on, doesn't even check if anyone's really listening, and then dives headfirst into the dark tide.
The journeying paradise lies within the dark tide. I do not think she was lying. That grand city she spoke of, I saw it myself. Rover, we've set up camp near the Three Heroes Crest to keep watch. Let's head back and rest for now. There must be a way forward. Once we're back, we'll gather all of Raguna's heroes and plan our next move together.
There's actually a whole other world inside the dark tide. It kind of feels holy somehow. Huh? Feels a bit like chaos, but colder and creepier. Like something's whispering to me. Anyway, let's focus. Like Yuno said, if we do what we did back in the chaos, we can anchor to GALBRENA and find her, right? Let me remember. Something about anchoring to the memories, feelings, and connections in the chaos. But the problem is... GALBRENA's always like, whoosh, she's there, and then whoosh, she's gone. Doesn't really say much either.
In life, chaos. In death, silence. A stillness veils the teeming multitudes. Glory is washed clean in suffering's tide. The hesitant shall not return. The timid shall not pass. Tell me, little lamb, whence do you come? And where does your path lead?
It's that creepy guy again.
Little lamb, your hostility pains me. I came to aid you. You wish to anchor to her. A simple task. Surely you've heard. The dark tide preserves memory. Her past is scattered through its depths, tangled in the currents like fractured glass.
Then we'll just go find them ourselves.
The dark tide mirrors the chaos of the human mind, shifting, twisting, A fleeting thought, and the path ahead may vanish beneath your feet. Leviathan lurks in the depths of this world, building its kingdom, bending this place into its image. This place is molded by the journeying paradise's frequency, a vision of perfection, unmarred by flaw. But behold, the dark tide's true face, a world of hatred, fear, and despair. The world your kind calls hell. Leviathan merged paradise and hell with its power of assimilation, cloaking rot in radiance. Yet the mask is flawed. The paradise is incomplete. These twin worlds bleed into one another to create spatial anomalies. Countless souls caught between light and shadow, adrift without rudder or self, lured by false hope, they stumble into its waiting arms. Not yet, save its light. I will guide you. Walk with me through this wasteland. If you wish to see her, then walk her path. Endure what she endured. You will hear despair's screams. See the dead beg for death. Watch souls willingly burn in cleansing fire. What is it? Are you afraid? We share an enemy. We need you. Her plan is bold, but an unwanted frequency has mingled into the dark tide. I know not who it is. This path will prove less smooth than she hoped. But for now, you have no choice, do you? Come, little lamb. Open your eyes, sharpen your claws. It's time we journey into the underworld.
I won.
Did you see that? That resonance ability? Can a child really wield that kind of power?
She'll be a force to be reckoned with. Perhaps even rise to challenge for F4 one day.
Damn it. I was so close. If it hadn't been for the difference in our resonance ability, I could have... What did you do to get that kind of power?
My power? It's always been there. Since the day I was born.
Born with it? How unfair. I can't take it. I trained harder, endured more, bled more.
I know. You're all stronger than me, and all worthy opponents. Oh, but please, you should tend to your injuries now.
Are you mocking us? People like you, born lucky, never understand what it means to struggle, to
fight for your strength.
No, I really meant what I said. They are stronger than me, in body and in spirit. So many here are. They just don't have the same resonance ability. Why? Why was I the only one gifted with this power?
For those who cannot stomach defeat, even sincerity tastes of cruelty. Fate is never fair. It bestows gifts without reason. Whether blessing or mockery, mankind must learn to carry it with grace.
So, she is from Septimont. Why did she leave? And why has she stayed away until now? Her resonance ability was bright and radiant back then. Now it feels different.
The curse of the Dark Tide. Had she returned untempered, with curse still unclaimed as gift, Renacita would have burned for her folly. A fitting fate, don't you agree?
You claim to stand against Leviathan, yet you speak so coldly of human lives. Whose side are you really on?
The two are not in conflict. Many a mighty alliance has thrived on loathing alone. And I am a tacit discord, a devourer and killer by nature. My allegiance lies only with myself. We each take what we need. She too accepted my gift. Left to her own strength, she would have fallen long ago. Do not be so eager for answers. Go live them. Feel them instead. Perhaps you have heard of the great dark tide that swept through Septimont 16 years ago. It swallowed her whole. Once touched by the dark tide, a human's resonance ability and frequency are devoured, piece by piece.
I was just in Oak Hollow. Where am I? I can't use my resonance ability. Why?
Because the dark tide loved you, but you rejected its gift. Now, it will consume you instead. You, your power, and everything that was once yours.
Kyria, is that really you?
You could have risen above us all. With your gift, you might have become the hero of heroes. Why did you stop? Why did you reject it? Don't you crave that glory?
Honestly, I never understood why I was born with this power. You and so many others. You deserved it more than I ever did. I've asked myself again and again, what does it mean to be strong? You once told me real strength comes from the heart, not from outside. And someone else said, she said, real strength is meant to protect. The dark tide twisted me into a monster. People ran from me. So I won't accept this gift.
Well said. My frequency is nearly gone. Looks like I'll never get the chance to surpass you now. So take what remains of my strength. Live on. Live for me. Live for all of us.
Why give this to me?
You're not completely lost yet. You still have a chance to escape. More than any of us. And this is our wish.
Within the dark tide lies fate itself. No one can escape the net it casts.
I always knew you, quiet as you seem. If someone struck you down, you'd rise up and strike back twice as hard. I didn't want to admit it before, but in the arena, you didn't beat me with power. You beat me with will. The fire in your eyes, it doesn't lie. That's why I believe you'll see it through. So live with pride, head held high, free and unbound. Live for us and prove to fate that it can be the fight.
Curious creatures, humans, always resisting fate, entrusting all their hopes to a single soul, just to prove they will not bow to destiny. Yet her power was corrupted. Back then, she was weak, as powerless as a little lamb to be slaughtered. Each step forward was a gamble with death.
But she still escaped. How?
She was born through death. Come, let us walk on. I remember when her resonance ability was corrupted by the dark tide. She fought with nothing but instinct and flesh. She clawed through monstrosities until she stood before me. Her frequency was nearly consumed. How rare! A mortal here. It shall gnaw upon thee, slow, ceaseless, until thou bend the knee. Thy fate is to be made one with it.
I know. The dark tide devours everything, assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it.
To claim a divinity's power is to invite divine wrath. Know this, more tidespawn lie in wait before thee.
It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. If this power doesn't want to listen to me, Then I'll show it who's the real boss.
Thy own kind wished for thy survival. Yet thou wouldst risk it all.
So I can truly live.
To seek a life true while death surrounds thee. Absurd.
Then I'll show you. By living. No matter the pain, humanity can live through it. With pride. Heads held high. Fate. It may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
To wield the dark tide against its spawns. Fascinating. Perhaps.
Within the dark tide lies fate itself. None can escape the net it casts.
It hurts. But I already see the light.
Carry our strength and our final hopes. Live with pride, head held high, free and unbound.
I'm almost there. I won't give up.
Human flesh remaineth ever feeble. This broken vessel's frequency is sundered and shattered. Yet this is indeed a chance of an eon. I shall give one final push.
You helped her escape the dark tide.
You are free to see it that way. But I made no vow that my boon came without a price. Still, I never did grasp what she meant by truly living.
If you can't tame the power you carry, you'll only be dragged along by it. That's not living. And it's not the future those who helped her wished for her. She carried the same will they did. Even if she failed in that wish, she'd pass that flame on.
Beyond my understanding. But mark this, without my boon, she'd never have come this far. Her defiance has drawn divine attention. Though she escaped, the tide spawn still hunt her. Her fate will catch her eventually. To spare Renasita further calamity, she fled to distant lands, corrupted by the dark tide and losing all her power. At first, she could do naught but run. But she was clever. Learned to track the movements of tacit discords through the dark tide's fluctuations. Even when barely holding herself together, she roamed the wilds, warning others of the doom to come. But men seldom listen to a girl who bears a cursed flame. 'Twas easier to believe she brought disaster. Some even said her flames were from GALBRENA, the legendary tacit discord.
So, GALBRENA was originally a tacit discord's name?
A fiend of ever-burning flame. A monster who spread fear and hatred across the land, luring humans into the fire for her own cruel delight. She borrowed that name and saved many in its guise. But her one mistake was her weakness. And that name became a fate she could no longer escape from. The Dark Tide saw no more after she escaped. So, I will tell you the rest.
The flames! She's GALBRENA! The flame demon! Time is running out.
Disguise as GALBRENA. Use their fear to drive them out. But alas, this time, the true GALBRENA had come. So long as hatred burns, such frequencies shall nurture her rebirth. Run as you always do.
Chimera, give me your devouring power. If I can consume her, I can end her rebirth.
You dare bargain with me?
This is a threat. Without me, you die too.
You would not dare.
Hunt with me or die with me. Your choice.
You know the cost.
Then before that, I'll tame you. But for now, that undying demon will fall beneath my blade! This name is now mine.
To wield this cursed fire with sanity, you will suffer considerable pain. Is it worth it?
Let's go. The hunt continues.
To consume that flame demon, she surrendered more of her frequency to me. Thus our pact was sealed. All that I consume, she inherits as strength.
So, she became what she is by endlessly feeding on tacit discords.
A pact always has a price. Should she fail to feed me fresh frequencies, I shall feast on her soul, piece by piece, till naught remains. So she hunts without end. Weak tacit discords are but tasty morsels. Only the strong may stand beside me. If she would grow, she must hunt true danger. To crave unorthodox power, yet cling to her humanity, 'tis a savage clash of wills between her soul and theirs. And should her will falter,
you'll devour her frequency. Be reborn through her.
I helped her once broken vessel with my own frequency. Enough to survive the Dark Tide. This is a long overdue repayment.
No. It was the souls of those humans who saved her. You just saw an opening in her broken frequency and slipped in. Admit it. You just wanted to escape the Dark Tide, didn't you?
I do not deny it. After centuries, a door opened at last. And she bore a soul unshaken, even at the border of life and death. the most perfect vessel I have ever known. Besides, suffering is a gift. Through it, she learned the true meaning of strength. Fate showed her countless tragedies, stirring her compassion, but robbing her of the power to save. They gave her a second life, but what I offered was a path to wrest her strength back from fate. And that is what she chose. She walks this path with zeal, never resting, as if every misery in the world were born of her own weakness. Oh, and there are 4 more like me in her now. I almost forgot. Of course, one must not forget the flame demon herself, GALBRENA.
At this point, GALBRENA feels like her true name. But what was her real name?
That you must ask her yourself.
You came.
Hope I'm not too late.
Not too late, not too early. Right on time. One side each. One last thing.
You didn't have to go so far, Discord Slayer. Take what's left of me. This flicker of a soul won't last much longer anyway.
Just hang in there. I'll find a way to save your frequency.
You don't have to carry it all yourself. Sometimes it's okay to lean on someone else.
Thank you.
Human frequencies dull the pain of absorption. Why not let them serve a purpose? Burn them before they turn.
I did it because I wanted to. Not everything needs a reason.
I gave you power, not so you would squander it on sentiment. Unleash your true nature. Terror, slaughter. That is what you are made for.
Your time's up. Crawl back to where you belong.
Looks like you've got him on a leash.
Taming him isn't the hard part. Becoming stronger than him is. Oh, and keeping him hungry enough to feed on my terms.
Do not mistake this for triumph, GALBRENA. This battle will not end until one of us is dead.
Let him howl. Humans don't kneel to beasts. That power you used, was it the Sentinel's power of separation? And that incredible little one. No wonder Kartetia had the nerve to propose such a mad plan. Even here, the Paradise's frequency isn't stable, which means Leviathan hasn't completely seized control. So, looks like part 1 of the plan worked.
You bear the Dark Tide's power, but you are no Harbinger.
Good. We can avoid a lengthy explanation. If you're looking for the Harbinger too, you must have seen it. The apocalypse Leviathan will bring forth. It was meant to remain restrained by the Sentinel, but I feel it stirring again. I followed its frequency and found you.
Most of Leviathan's power resides in me, but a fragment escaped. I've been tracking the one who carries that power.
That gem was cast into the Dark Tide. If this is where things are at, that leads to only one conclusion. Leviathan is about to resurrect. Freed from the Sentinel's hold, it's returned to its primal state in the Dark Tide, like water returning to the sea. We must trap its frequency before we can destroy it.
Or we can use me. Leviathan's instinct will draw it to reclaim what was once part of itself. The godhood inside me.
But that godhood has fused with your humanity. Their frequencies are nearly identical now.
That's exactly how we trap it. When Leviathan awakens, it won't distinguish. It will devour all frequencies blindly. If I offer my humanity, I'll become an anchor, give form to formlessness, and trap its frequency in one place. And if it's now hiding in the Dark Tide, I know you have a way of sending my humanity into it, right?
And I suppose you know the cost.
I do. But I have faith in those who strive to protect this land. In him. And in you. The Dark Tide can't read either one of our minds. Only we can do this. Discord Slayer, let me be your first bullet. Fire me into Leviathan's heart.
When the time comes, I'll kill you in front of them. To convince Leviathan of your necessary death.
Then I shall leave the rest to you. Thank you for choosing to be misunderstood, hated, and for putting your life at risk. Thank you for your resolve, Discord Slayer.
With the Sentinel Sword of Divinity, we split her godhood from her humanity, leaving the divine within her. Then, I fired the Dark Tide bullet to consume her frequency and send her humanity into the Dark Tide. Leviathan can't truly distinguish the signals it receives. It's blinded by what people believe. By tricking the one closest to the Blessed Maiden into accepting her death, we lowered its guard. Now that Kartetia has trapped its frequency, all that's left is to gather strength, reach the Paradise, and finish Leviathan. Even I'm not arrogant enough to think I can take the Trenodian by myself. No apocalypse is ever stopped by a lone hero. It's always a difficult struggle, fought by countless lives. In this hunt, my part is to clear the way while the others prepare, set the aim, and fire the first shot. Maybe I'm gambling. People freeze up facing the end. Fear takes hold. Even those brave enough don't always get that blessing of fate. But if there's even the slightest chance to stop a disaster, I'll take it. Even if I stand alone. All I need to know is that when I drained the last drop from my glass, I had the guts to pull the trigger. Worst case, I stay trapped in the dark tide, holding Leviathan back a little longer. That's the price I'll pay. But I think I bet on the right people.
Some of us might use the word trust.
I can sense Augusta's anchorstone. It lies beyond this well in the deeper realm of the dark tide. But the deeper we go, the stronger Leviathan's mental interference will be. Here, wear this. This cassette tape is a rare find from Lohai Roy. It preserves your most innate frequency. Perfect for what's ahead. I don't know how it works, but it's a good time for music, wouldn't you say?
Does the song have a name?
They're usually named after the one who recorded them.
So, your real name is...
I'll tell you when this is all over. Call it a promise. A promise that we both make it back in one piece. If you're ready, let's go. You know how to use the Sentinel's original power, don't you? Then change the world if something gets in your way.
Shining with your love, we stand united in devotion. With hearts full of joyous loyalty, we rise from the sea, guided by your light.
The dead grow tongues and sing praise day and night. That's what's become of those consumed by the dark tide. If the journeying paradise reaches our world, everyone in Rinasita will suffer the same fate.
Ha! Look at them, lining up to flatter their divinity, groveling for its grace. Without Leviathan's wisdom, feeble minds like theirs are fit only to be devoured.
Ceaseless worship, stripped of meaning or soul, from this shore to the next, from paradise back to our world.
All to gather more believers to be drawn into Paradise's maw. Then they'll go claim their due from Leviathan.
Even with the tape's help, we can't stay exposed to these hymns for too long. Chimera.
I don't take your orders. Silence, wretched souls! There is no place for you in paradise. Burn in your ruin and rot in hell.
Seems Chimera still commands some authority here.
Coming back here feels like coming home. By blood, They ought to call me Forefather. Leviathan was right about one thing. Fear is the most ancient and enduring truth in all living things.
There. Do you see it? At the edge of this underworld. That's the journeying paradise.
Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss.
No matter how Leviathan dresses it up, it can't hide the truth. It's a liar, twisting souls and selling a paradise of lies.
This lake, it's not quite like how I remembered it.
The Styx Lake, a place where all souls meet. Some call it by another name, Main's Deep. Leviathan reshaped it through the dark tide, turning it into a furnace where souls are melted down and reforged.
A crude imitation of the Sentinel's way of giving form to remnant creatures. But Leviathan takes the souls devoured by the dark tide and forges them into its obedient kindreds. Nostalgic? No. What I carry is rage. A rage for vengeance.
This is where Chimera was born.
Do you mean me or us? Born from the fury that courses through the earth, rage cast my spine, and slaughter forged my chest. I've torn through countless souls, rained fire on fields, slept to the wails of 1,000 dying cries. They remember me as Nemean, the name of the land I reduced to ruins, a name forever seared into their hearts with terror. But Leviathan, its treachery dragged me into the dark tide. It twisted my frequency and forced me into an abominable union with the frail goat and pathetic serpent. We were merged into one. Since then, our frequencies gnaw and rend at one another, torment without end. The agony wrought by its will, I shall repay tenfold, carving bone, feasting on marrow, until nothing remains.
Chimera was Leviathan's first tidespawn, created by fusing the frequencies of 3 powerful tacit discords, the first of its kindred. Don't expect nobility from him. He has the gift of wisdom, but at his core, he's still a tacit discord driven by instinct. A destroyer in life, a prisoner of vengeance in death. That vengeance is what broke Leviathan's leash. For now our goals align, and that's likely why he's willing to listen this time. These human frequencies, they're trapped in the Dark Tide's corruption, still clinging to their last shreds of will. Leviathan can do nothing but trap them here and torture them with the pain it's harvested. That alone is reason enough to slay it.
We in Leviathan, we set them free.
Exactly. Look, the Anchorstone Augusta placed is just across the lake. No. The waters are dark with corruption. Trying to cross would only rouse the dark tide.
Wretched souls, abandon all yearning for the light of paradise. I come not to save, but to ferry thee to the far shore, into the underworld of hell, into frost and flame. As for you, the living have no place upon this river. Turn back. Seek another crossing. Leave this place, and be not consorts of the dead.
The beholder finds no anomaly. Long staff, eyes like burning coals. If Leviathan based this underworld on the old tales of Septimont, then this must be Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Its made-up characters only mechanically follow their scripted roles. Hand me that lantern-shaped terminal. I'll handle this.
Whence comes your pride? That you would defy my word?
We come by the highest will's command. By divine pardon, we shall cross to honor the dead and to return hope to the living.
A vessel for the dead bears not the weight of the living. If you would cross, cast off the riches and honors of your former days.
The old stories say Charon favors gold and jewels. If the living seek passage, they must offer a fortune deemed worthy.
The accursed sure awaits all who fear not divinity. If your heart harbors unfinished desires, and you fear not death, then come, step aboard.
The connection was cut off.
The Fraxidus really sent two overseers at once.
For Lova and Scar, their appearance was too well timed. Like they knew our strategy all along. Meanwhile, Cristoforo's just biding his time in the shadows. This must be just the beginning. No matter. The Dark Tide was just unleashed because of the Fraxidus' interference. And everyone there, they didn't even take the potion before it swallowed them.
Trust them. Their will is stronger than the corruption.
The Anchor Stone has been activated. It will guide them through the Dark Tide.
Watch out!
Fret not. Soon you and your companions shall reunite in the boundless embrace of eternal light. Your journey ends here. What is writ by fate shall not be swayed. To resist is to invite naught but deeper woe.
Huh. The Fraxidus must think highly of us. Even you're here. No wonder the Beholder couldn't read your frequency. It can't pierce something as ancient as the concept of death. I've seen many who can use their forte to mimic or create, but to perfectly replicate another's frequency and even forge an entirely new body. There's only one person who can do that. The thousand-faced survivor. The grand architect of the Fraxidus, Schwarzlock. But I doubt that's your real name, huh?
The children have toiled to script this grand spectacle and bend apart for me. How could I deny their goodwill? I have slumbered in shadow for too long. This old vessel yearns to stir. You are our honored guest, and so you shall be received with all the reverence your presence commands. The path of return is barred by the Styx Lake. The waystone was shattered by my own hand. Stay here, and I shall see you unharmed.
You ferried us across only to bar the return. Well played. The answer is plain to see. No one is going to stand in our way.
Regrettable choice. Violence is not mine to seek. Yet the role I am given is clear. To hold the one who would end Leviathan here.
Leave him to me. Go. Knock upon the gates of paradise, and let its bells toll through the dark to guide their way. I'll find a way. Once it's done, I'll catch up. Remember our promise? So long as one of us reaches paradise, hope lives on. Go!
Very well. GALBRENA, let us see how far you have come since that day.
I was your true target all along.
Indeed. Another stalemate awaited him. And you, the Revenant, returned from the Dark Tide. You are the one chosen to end Leviathan in our script. I know the power you wield. Left unchecked, it unravels the fabric of our play. And so, I must still your steps here. Yet I confess, GALBRENA, your growth hath far outstripped what I foresaw. How many tacit discords have you devoured to stand here now?
Do you count how many gemberries you've eaten in your life? For one with a lifespan like yours, surely you know more than most. So go on, take a guess.
You risked all to save those who share no bond with you. To choose to protect is one thing, but to do so wielding power not born of mankind, that you should never have done. You must have felt it. The cold stares of those you saved. No gratitude. Only fear for that which they cannot understand.
So what? I chose this path, and I'll follow it.
Your frequency now intertwines with the tacit discords. The moment you crossed that threshold, the mortal world ceased to be your home. My offer still stands. Join the Fraxidus. You too have crossed the veil that parts life and death. Among us, you shall find haven and purpose.
Ever since I got these wings, I found freedom in the open sky. I don't need a haven or titles to cage me. I am what I choose to be.
Should you crave power, we shall grant it. Even that of the Threnodian. Should you seek to help, we shall guide mankind toward the future beyond all comprehension.
Sounds like something a hypocrite would say.
Mortal sight is too narrow to fathom our path.
So, You think you stand above humanity, huh? Whatever. I don't give a damn about you or your grand ideals. I only need one reason to take you down. You're in my way.
The tacit discords within you are gone. Now, tell me, what remains of you?
I've heard enough of this crap. You hide behind borrowed faces. But me, I've never once doubted who I am. I've risen from blood and inferno 1,000 times. Faced the monsters that lined up to devour me, and fought back without mercy. I broke Harpia's razor wings and tore out Balor's demon eye. Not even Dalahan's iron hooves could bring me to my knees. The dark tide cursed me long ago. I should have been dead, but here I stand. And you think one of your clones can stop me?
Still clinging to hope. The sharp tongue may spark your courage, but it shall not change your end. And so be it. Forsake all hope of ever beholding paradise. I shall guide you to the other shore, into eternal darkness, into hell.
We're already there, Schwarzloch. This blood, it should be enough. My flames could never reach you before, but now it's time you pay for your arrogance. The hunt begins. May the flames light your way home.
You never cease to surprise.
I thought you knew me well. A good hunter turns nature to her advantage. Or did you misunderstand? I didn't become strong because of any of you. I was strong. That's how I broke you.
I wasn't referring to that. I was surprised to see the spirits rise at your command, forming as Cetus the Tidebreaker.
I didn't command them. They chose it of their own will. When disaster strikes, humans unite. A hollow being like you wouldn't understand.
Even if you absorb the corruption in their frequencies, it will not last. That Charon is but one mask the Grand Architect wears. The spirits will not restrain him for long.
I know. That's why we have to move and find him.
There was a battle near the Journeying Paradise. Its aftershock blocked the main path. Which way do we go?
Left. It's a shortcut.
There is no path on the left.
Then I'll carve one out myself. Baitan's presence is growing stronger. Flamewing won't last much longer in the air. The Beholder's mark is Kramer. Time to end it in one shot. I'll use the feather blade to weave through them while shooting. The Chimera! Tear the space apart! Those ice waves stay dead forever. Stay back!
Sweet, sweet slaughter. Now feast to my heart's content.
Stay sharp. Set to die? I'll kick the gates of hell open myself.
Slow down. I must savor the exquisite taste of their agony.
Through here. Your divinity is next. Almost there.
You are too late. The purest dark tide has swallowed him, and the stairway to the paradise lies in ruins. Run all you like. Your chance to save him is already lost. Such is the nature of fate.
If I believed in fate, I wouldn't have made it this far.
You think that little flame can burn this dark tide? You drown in delusion!
I know it's not enough. What if I add some of this?
You intend to unleash the tacit discords within you.
Those savage frequencies alone will destroy you before the Dark Tide even gets a chance.
I tamed him once. I can do it again. It's just a matter of what I'm willing to lose. If saving him means we still have a shot at taking down Leviathan, I'll risk it all. My will. My everything.
Lunatic!
Let's see whose fire burns hotter. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet now.
Everything you have fought to keep will burn to ash.
Then let it burn! Time to make a choice again. Hunt with me, or die with me. If you still want to see Leviathan destroyed with your own eyes, this is your final chance. Either way, I've already made my choice.
I called on you time and again to unleash your true power. And now, of all things, this is what gets through to you. You would risk everything for a sliver of hope.
I would, no matter the cost. Shut up, you noisy pest. You don't buy his nonsense, do you? In the flesh. Took a few tricks, but I made it in. This is your mindscape. Leviathan drew it from the deepest layers of your mind, using the purest frequency of the Dark Tide. Everyone has a mindscape. Some say when countless seas of consciousness flow together, they make the essence of Solaris. I've seen many places, but nothing quite like this. It must mean a lot to you.
But I saw Carlotta, Brant, everyone. And you. You were all just like in that illusion I had before.
Leviathan preyed on your deepest fear of losing the ones you care about, and turned it into these gravestones. The ones who seem the strongest often fear loss the most. That's how Leviathan slips in, by exposing our pain to the light. If you let it take hold, you'll never break free. In the end, your mind and body will be devoured, dismantled, reshaped, and assimilated. It's no better than death. So, you could say this place hangs between life and death. Your friends are here too, each of them fighting their own demons. But... can you feel this?
Yes. It's warm and real.
There. Look up. When I hunt, I often travel through the night. The darkness is thick, but faint stars hang above to guide me. But those stars don't shine for me. Long before I even looked up, they'd already been watching over the sky. Leviathan has underestimated human resolve. To me, these gravestones, they're signposts left by the living for those still fighting. Like stars destined to burn out, they refuse to stop shining until the very end. There's always someone in the dark, giving their life to light the way and pass hope to those who follow. That's why you and I, we don't stop moving forward. Sometimes, all it takes is the first step. That's enough to light the way for others. And maybe one day, they'll be the ones lighting the way for you. I don't know your past, but I do know the future you want isn't one of death. Being scared of losing someone just means you're human. But the people you love, the ones who love you back, they'd never let you face the end alone. This isn't where it ends. If you want a path to open, remember all the people you helped anchor to a future. Now, it's time to anchor yourself. But before that, take a look behind you. You've come a long way, changed a lot of lives. That's your past, but it's also your strength. So use it. Hope is still out there, waiting for you. Take this spark with you. Take the step through darkness into the light. We will be right behind you.
New allies born from the perils of the high seas.
Good people have their wishes fulfilled. Heroes appear in a time of crisis. Justice triumphs over evil, and united friends are undefeated.
The Codex reminds us, it is not the lighthouse that guides us through the storm to safety, but our own eye.
The difference, though, is that you are a blade. A weapon that can break
Like I said, we seize control. Music itself holds no emotion. It's the heart that's in me.
A person of true character should never be defined by an inanimate blade.
Even if one day you meet defeat, remember this. Those you've helped will never let you face it alone.
I've been thinking. Our final fate might already be written, but how we walk that path is up to us. We as humans are meant to carve
A civilization's glory is forged by generations of brave souls.
The waves of persistence shall never cease. Mankind will not be
The power to ride our fate has always been ours. Even without guidance, even when divinity falls silent, civilization will find its own way.
You have no reason to carry on this fight.
those memories.
We command both light and shadow! Did you really think you could stand against us alone?
Steel yourself. Defy the prophecy. Rise above fate again. If the road ahead is dark, then let this soul
be the spark that lights the night.
Well said. You are not alone, because we are here with you. Where the dark night ends, lies the blazing sun. We all made it, brother.
Don't worry, it's just a scratch. Glad to see you're all right. As for that Grand Architect, the spirits will guide him to the other shore.
She burned her own life force to help you. Only by overclocking was she able to break through the Dark Tide's illusion. Her true forte has always been inside her. And as her blazing will became overclocked flames that seared away the corruption of the tacit discords and the Dark Tide, it awakened her forte. I took on some of the cost of her overclocking. I admit her insolent gamble paid off again.
She saved me, but you saved her.
Maybe it wasn't really a gamble this time. I knew you wouldn't stand by and let me die.
Then slay Leviathan and prove I was right about you.
Finally recognize me, Augusta?
I almost didn't. You've changed a lot. But the warmth in that resonance ability, that I could never forget.
Glad to see we both stay true to who we are. But we can catch up later. For now, how did you all make it here?
Just as we were about to take the potion and enter the Dark Tide, the Fraxidus triggered its surge. Leviathan pulled us into its illusion.
But the echoes swallowed by the Dark Tide protected us. They bought us the time we needed to drink it.
Of Renacida can sense human frequencies. When we reach out in hope, they answer us with hope.
But even with their help and the potion, we're still far from our goal. We fought through the illusions, but we still need an anchor to open a path to the journeying paradise.
I have an idea. If Leviathan found its anchor of reality to summon the Tidespawn into our world,
We follow suit and find an anchor of hope to find a way out of the world of the Dark Tide.
And who better for that than you, Rover?
Even in the depths of despair, you held on to hope. That unwavering faith makes you worthy of being our anchor of hope.
and the unbreakable tether we share is what led us to you.
The Dark Tide showed us your memories. We know that Kartithia planned her own death to plant humanity into Leviathan.
Her mind is asleep inside Leviathan's anchored body. If we can wake her, our chances of beating the Threnodian will grow. Let Abby rest for now. When the Threnodian falls, use your power to split its essence from the gem, and I'll use my devouring ability to seal it inside me.
So that's the real reason the Phraxidus was targeting you.
Yes. But now I've got backup. Neither they nor the Threnodian can stop us. Cristoforo thought his script was flawless, but he missed one thing. Even the faintest spark of hope can ignite a blaze when we stand together.
Defeating the Threnodian is what we all seek. That is what unites us here.
Leviathan twisted our memories and emotions into this fake paradise, hoping we'd surrender to its will and let it harvest our civilization.
But now, the fate it's forced upon us is ours to shatter.
As long as we hold on to our shared faith and hope, Leviathan will never win.
It's time to break open the gate and burn this false paradise to the ground. That's the Threnodian's chrysalis, Leviathan's gestation pod. It's expanding the rift, bleeding into our world. Temporal distortions! Watch out! Careful! The platform is collapsing now that the cocoons are gone.
Lorelei?
She just stabilized the distortion. Let's move.
What about the others?
We're good! The Lioness of Glory caught us! What a sight to behold! The Dragon of Dirge lent its aid as well.
All right. Let's all meet up ahead.
Mortals must seek salvation. Mortals must follow a uniform creed. Now, Righteous One, open the gate to ascension.
You are not her. Reveal yourself, Leviathan.
I am the beginning and the end, the first breath and the final sigh. I have ever been Renasita's sole divinity. By my gospel alone didst thou arise, united and reborn. And now thou dare lift thy hand against me! Fleur-de-Lis, once more the crown is thine. Return to my embrace. Now, faithless heretics, kneel and receive thy judgment.
Frequencies.
I'll handle it.
Thank you, everyone. It worked. I'm back!
Fleur-de-Lis, wilt thou cast aside thy godhood once more?
I stand here in the name of humanity. If my humanity alone can't sway you, then we will defeat you together.
Thou dare pit mortal will against the divine. When behold the deepest abyss of despair.
People of Renasita, please hear my call. Unite with all your will and hope.
Feeble resistance. The fate of Renasita is mine to decree.
May you now be bound by the weight of humanity's hopes.
Abraxas! Why hast thou betrayed us?
It's time to absorb the dark tide.
I'll split the gem from its physical form.
Hang
time to finish this.
Our paths were never truly opposed. One day, they shall cross again. Remember this. We were once your wastelands.
Reigns the land. Within it lies the will of every primus of the Order, from Napoli II to my own resolve and atonement. Let its light banish this final darkness. Renacita will surely know a lasting dawn.
Hello. I'll have one fantastic fizz and freeze gelato. Extra large. Thanks. They say if you mix mint, viscum berries, mastic nuvola, and cream in just the right proportion, you get a gelato that's not only packed with flavor, but sharp and cool enough to clear your head.
Okay. But how are you feeling with that thing in you? We've wrapped everything up here. Best we get to the Black Shore soon.
Everything's fine. Chimera's keeping it stable. Nothing to worry about for now. Though ever since I absorbed that essence, Chimera has been grumbling non-stop about craving something cold.
I said nothing.
Hey, I'm human too, you know. I'm allowed to want good food. Never mind, let's go.
Abby, time to dig in.
I've been dying for this.
Miss Margarita, one extra large 40-astic fizz and freeze gelato, please. Thank you.
Right away. You helped Renacita through its darkest hour. Now it's my turn to make sure our heroes eat and drink like royalty. Here you go. Double the scoop on the house. Unlimited refills.
Oh, I can't manage this on my own. Want to split it? You don't have to carry it all yourself. Sometimes it's okay to lean on someone else. Wasn't that your line? So, one side each.
Ugh, finally full. I think it's time for a nap.
Oh, one wish fulfilled. All right, time to head to the Black Shores.
Yeah, their ship should have docked by now.
He's the leader of the Ghost Hounds. Strong, ruthless, not someone to cross lightly. I teamed up with him once while hunting in the new Federation. He tried to recruit me, but I'm used to working alone, so I turned him down. They've got quite the network. I got that LEM terminal through their channels.
He seems intimidating, but I think he's all right. He did join the fight to protect Renacida after all.
If you ever find yourself in the new Federation, you'll probably get to know him better.
Well now, Rover! Looks like Renacita's been tied up with a neat little bow. The other Bloom Bears have already headed back to rest. They burned through every drop of strength out there. Once we've handed out the Threnodian's gem to Tethys, I might even allow myself a few hours of real sleep.
If it weren't for the Black Shores, we'd have been completely ensnared by Leviathan's schemes. On behalf of the people of Renacita, please accept our deepest gratitude.
This is what the Black Shores does. We're just glad we earned our keep.
This might be the first real conversation we've had since everything ended. Thank you very much, GALBRENA. It's a shame I'm not able to absorb the Threnodian's gem. Not in my current state.
It would throw your power completely out of balance. Better to leave it with me. And really, I couldn't have done all this alone. Everyone played their part.
Still, if you hadn't come to kill me, we never could have pulled it off.
Honestly, pulling off a fake assassination in front of two powerful resonators without flinching or getting caught? Yes, not exactly a walk in the park. Luckily, with a clear target, there's always a way to make the shot land. I didn't need to take you on, just sell the scene. Blessed Maiden down in one. Easy enough.
What? No praise for my performance. I was planning to use this whole affair as a play for next year's Carnival. Would you like to join us, GALBRENA? The Sentinel once said, they didn't want the people to mourn their passing with sorrow. What they truly wished to hear were songs and laughter. We'll be inviting our friends from Septimont too. I do hope you'll all come, including you, Righteous One. Then it's settled. If you dare skip it, I'll drag you there myself. For now, it looks like it's time for goodbyes. At least for now.
The Order will soon elect a new Primus. From now on, Raguna's affairs will no longer be decided by the Order alone. Instead, the Montelli and Phasalia families will help to guide decisions, together with the voice of the people.
We will begin addressing the wrongs the Order has committed. Raguna's future belongs in the hands of its people. It will be led by their shared will.
Our family will also continue expanding Renacita's overseas trade routes. Perhaps one day we'll cross paths again in a distant land.
And should you ever return to Renacita, know this. You will always be our most honored guest and dearest friend.
Not just us, but these little echoes too. We'll hold this bond close. Always.
If you ever visit any fascinating places, promise you'll tell me all about it. I'll turn your adventures into verse and have them sung across Renacita.
Rover, remember not to overdo it. Eat when you're supposed to. And don't forget, life is meant to be enjoyed.
To meet and to part is a part of life. So please accept this blessing I offer in my own name. May your eyes always shine bright with clarity, and may love and light guide you on every step of your journey.
This wide, free world has always been your stage. Wherever you go, I believe you'll always shine as its brightest star.
See, Augusta? Told you we'd make it in time. Septimont's mess is mostly sorted now. The Senate can deal with the rest. We don't do rush goodbyes around here. No matter how far, we had to come send you off.
You, my fellow warrior, are someone worth chasing. Yes, we've been chasing victory all along. But with you, it feels like victory itself was itching to catch up. Next time we meet, you'll be even stronger. As will I. I'll be a gladiator who can stand toe-to-toe with you.
Your strength comes from deep in your heart, unshakable and selfless. It shines above Septimont and reminds everyone what being a hero truly means. Fighting by your side has been an honor. By the eternal blazing sun, your name will be remembered in Septimont forever. This world will never forget what you've done for us, Rover.
And don't go forgetting us either, got it? We're throwing a huge celebration in Septimont for this victory, and the Aragonese will be there too, so you'd better show up.
It's Cetus the Tidebreaker. Are you here to see our captain off too? I remember the moment we met him like it was yesterday.
Maybe it's more than just a farewell. I think the Tidebreaker wants to escort you on your journey.
So, till we meet again.
Till we meet again, Rover.
How's everything going?
Good news and bad. The Threnodian's gem has been successfully contained. Tethys is already running a full power analysis as we speak. However, the gem we've recovered was incomplete. We're still investigating the cause. But look, successfully containing a gem infused with the Threnodian's power? No small feat. It's already a huge step forward in our fight against the Threnodian and the Lament. If the Threnodian is truly bound to civilization, who's to say another one won't return to Renacita in some new form? Still, even if that happens, it won't be reclaiming this piece of its power. That gives us a window to prepare. Renacita, the land of echoes. If tacit discords can be manually converted into echoes and become tools to fight Lament, then maybe the Threnodian might also be something we could transform. Heck, maybe even utilize. But that's all theorizing best kept to caffeinated hours. For now, we'll need to wait until Tethys completes its analysis before drawing any conclusions.
Well, I'm glad it helped. I'll be on my way then.
Hey, Rover. She's got real skill. Moves like she's already part of our rhythm. This kind of synergy doesn't come knocking twice. What do you say?
Everyone in the Black Shores has made it their mission to stand against the Lament. Our goals are the same, and we've been walking the same path from the start. I know you're not the type who likes being tied down by titles. But just remember this. You're not fighting it alone. So, this flower marks you as one of us. Whether you join us or not, if you ever run into trouble out there, the Black Shores will have your back.
I see. I'll take it then. Oh, one more thing. My last terminal gave out after I used it too much. Think the Black Shores could lend me a new one?
Lend? Please. You break it, you come get a new one.
Thanks. Well then, till next time. Angel. That's my real name.
Angel? Huh. Such a beautiful name.
Hold on a sec. You're not planning to jump into the sea, are you? I could get you a boat!
Don't worry about her. Nothing's stopping that one. No storm and no raging sea.